This is Priyakshi from EV Reporter. In this session, we are going to talk about the financing issues in electric vehicle sector. It is a widely accepted fact that getting finance for an electric two-wheeler or three-wheeler is way difficult than getting finance for an ICE vehicle in the same segment. So we will explore this further with Mr. Dheeraj Agarwal, who is the Senior Vice President at Manappuram Finance and leads the EV business for Manappuram Pan India.
As of now, we can say we are operating in some 84 cities. Banapuram is there pan India. We got some 3,500 plus branches, but there are few of the locations where we are very strong in the electric vehicles. We are very strong in West Bengal, which is mostly the hub for electric vehicles. Then we are again strong in UP. We are strong in Odisha as well. So we are present everywhere and started funding. But to the good manufacturers, we will do it.
Right. So when you say good manufacturers, so I'm sure you're collaborating with multiple OEMs to provide easy financing for their vehicles. So what are those factors that you look for while making a decision whether or not to collaborate with a particular OEM?
Okay. So a couple of factors which me and my team, there is a proper product team who manages the various manufacturers. We are, first of all, we see his factories, we see how much he's developing and all. Anyone who's making 100, 200 e-rickshaws, I'm not planning to enter with them. We are taking the security deposit from the dealer as well as from the manufacturer, because these deposits will help us in maintaining the dealer in with our brand. What happens, these type of dealers, one day they are with one brand and then one fine morning we come to know that they shifted this brand. And others, because dealers should be involved in the collections. So if dealers are involved in the collection and he's helping me in the collections, I am ready to fund to them. And as of now, my book size is also not very big, but out of 9,000, some 210 vehicles are there which are not paid, but we are asking the manufacturer as well as dealer to either involve them in the collection. So during the COVID time, last 2 months, we have deployed those vehicles with the some logistics partners. Those are passenger vehicles, but these passenger vehicles are being used for the delivery. Right? So we assure that at least some earning should be done for those guys. So that earning will help them to grow.
Okay, but sir, overall, when we compare with the IC segment, why is the EV financing so difficult from a buyer's perspective?
Yeah, again, very good question. Reason, there are a couple of, basically what I can say, there are two reasons. One is profile of those customers are not very good. Like if you see those people who are paddle rickshaw drivers and they are now electric. So they are staying in the Kacha village, Kacha house, and they don't have any Aadhaar card. So that is the reason we as a financiers feel that this is a not very good bet on getting this is financed. And another reason is they don't have a regular income, because they IC engine, what happens is max to max, there is an engine issue there, or petrol and diesel, they will get it. But in this case, there is a battery, which is the main heart of that product. So if the battery is not working, so customer or even he will not earn. So that is on, and the battery cost is very huge, like 65 to 70% is the vehicle is the battery cost. So these two, as a financer, I also feel that this is a very risky product to finance it. But again, if it is done very sincerely, very cautiously, how to fund these bikes, electric vehicles, it is a very good proposition, can be. But we have to keep a track. And the good part of it is they can only drive in the 40, 30 kilometers in that range. Instead, IC engine can travel, petrol dalke, they can go up to 100 kilometers. Again, he can run a petrol and do. So there is a proper route for these type of battery driven vehicles. So they can run as well.
Right. So coming from your comments, it means that finding finance will be easier for institutional buyers, who have preset coalitions with other companies who are giving them business to do deliveries and so on. rather than an individual who is trying to procure an e-vehicle for making deliveries or running an e-rickshaw on his own.
Agree.
Hmm.
So because why again institution, I am ready to fund an institution because they have a good PNL, they have a good banking to show. And because as of now, there are hardly any financiers. There are 2-3 financiers, but there are some private finance companies who are already there, who is financing these products. But they again funded at a very higher IRR and it is very costly. So, but lower, and it's not that banks are not here. Some of the banks are also used to do it, but they are doing in a mudra loan. And but they all started bleeding. What happened in a mudra loan? There is a 2 lakh rupees of maximum loan. When a customer comes go to the bank, he give a 2 lakh rupees. What this guy does with the 2 lakh, nobody knows. This industry will really grow with only two things: if the manufacturers and the financiers are added, and if good manufacturers are coming and the good finance companies are ready to fund these, this will definitely going to the boom.
Okay. So you're, as a financer, you are focusing on both two-wheelers and three-wheelers. Right?
Yeah, electric.
Yes. Okay. And also, we've heard that the repayments in the three-wheelers segment specifically can be tricky. And of course, like there's a high risk of default with the customer profile. So while screening the loan applications, what are the additional measures that you take to safeguard your interest as a financer?
Okay. So again, a couple of things that we as a financer do it. Normally, what happen? We do check the bureau record of a customer, but bureau will not be there for these type of customers. They are mostly -1 customers. That -1 means who don't have a bureau record. So, what new things which we are doing it? We are funding on the basis of, first of all, we don't fund to those guys who are rented profile. And if we want to fund, we will fund with some local guarantor. That will help us in recovering those bikes, electric three-wheelers, if at all they are not paying. Another thing what we people are doing is on the repayment, on the EMI payment is done. We have divided the EMIs because average EMIs come to be near about 8,000 rupees. So, but this guy, according to the survey researches, what we have done it, they nearly about earning approximately 800 to 1,000 rupees a day. So what, as a change we have done it in a weekly EMI. So suppose his EMI is 8,000 rupees. So he is paying me on every Monday 2,000 rupees as an EMI. He can go to the any branch and pay the weekly EMI. 2,000 rupees he can pay. So it is very easy for him to pay 2,000 rupees instead of paying 8,000 in a month. We have done it with the Pine Lab, like Paytm and all these brands, so where we debit it directly from the customer's account. So one thing, or we are thinking, but I don't think it's possible. Why don't we take this amount daily? So instead of paying 2,000 rupees a week, why don't we take 200 rupees a daily from those guys? Because they are driving in a same way. They are driving from A point to B point, and it is also fixed. And this A to B point, when it is a fixed, why not my guy stand at a point and start collect the money daily? So that will help us in doing it. And during this COVID time, what we have done it, we have luckily we have insured these customers. And sometimes because he is the only the bread earner of this house. So if something happens to him, if he went to the hospital for a day, so that hospital per day we will ready to give him from these insurance companies some 5,000 rupees per day he can get it. Mac year for a month 30,000 rupees. That means he can get it if he's in hospital.
So there are a couple of other financing companies we were talking to who in the electric three-wheeler financing space, and they mentioned that involving the community element while disbursing these loans can be useful to making sure that the people do not default. Like there are Three Wheels United and RevFin that they focus on psychometric test while screening the application. So any initiatives like that at Mannapuram?
Yeah, these type of this is a new AI tool. One more AI tool which we are also developing it because as on date the customer is we are when a vehicle is being delivered, we are taking a photograph of a customer with a vehicle. So that's without photo we are not delivering the three-wheelers. And sometime it happens the customer is driving the vehicle to some other new area, and he went to other area, that also we don't allow. So, and we are also putting devices inside the battery where I can track the vehicle. Those is being agreed. There's a proper agreement being done with those companies where that shows that, so in a day, understand out of my 9,000 vehicles which are there, are these 100 vehicles which are not moving from last 2 days. So either there may be some problem, or they are not there. So these two things which we are also doing it, and that will help us as a financer. I know can help in knowing my vehicle position as on date.
Okay, I think, yeah, innovative solutions for the new age problems.
Yeah.
Okay, so thank you very much, Dheeraj sir, for taking time and sharing some insights from your experience. I think a lot of
Yeah.
people in the EV community will find a lot of value in what you've shared. So thank you so
Yeah.
much.
Thank you, Prakshi. And through your platform, I want to see that Manappuram is already there, but there are other finances as well. But
Yeah.
we are good brands, and we finance those products. And we want to associate with most or the manufacturers and good manufacturers. Please be in touch with us. We are ready to finance you.
Okay.